I was at Walmart like 2 days ago. Check this shit out. I go to Walmart, because I like to shop there. And I used to work there. Still a loyal customer, right? And I was like, I'm gonna go to the Halloween section, which we used to call it the seasonal department, right? They go to the seasonal department area. I said, you know what? I want to see how much the candy is. So like I went and don't get me wrong, like the small bags are very affordable. If you're just like eating by yourself or whatever, still pretty affordable for some of the bags, right? But if you're looking to pass candy out this year, $24 for a bag of candy. You gotta be kidding me. I said, no. I'm not paying $24 for a big ass bag of candy. That thing should be no more than about $5, $6, $7 tops. Damn, so passing out candy on Halloween became expensive, says Marvin on Facebook. Yeah. I'll tell you this right now. I ain't passing out no damn candy. Not this year, no. 24 bucks for a bag of candy. No, thank you. That shit is crazy. $24 for a big bag of candy, bro. You get the Hershey's and the Kit Kat and Mr. Goodbar. And what else do you get in there? Twix, Milky Way Dark, Snickers. Hell no, I ain't gonna sit there and buy that big ass bag for $24. That shit's gonna stay on the shelf, you know. And speaking of which, man, I've been watching a lot of videos on TikTok and YouTube particularly, Instagram too a little bit. But anyways, the Texas State Fair has completely bombed. Hey, what's up, Lil the Houston? I sent you a message on your YouTube video, by the way, about a mega live stream we doing this Saturday for the Texas OU game. I want you to be a part of it if you're free at 2:30 on Saturday. I don't know your work schedule. Let me know though. Get at me. But they $2 million short, bruh. Texas State Fair lost $2 million. I always used to wanted to go to the State Fair. I wanted to go last year and the year before that. Now here it's just ridiculous. Like the prices. It's just I was reading the news like a family of four, they spent like 300, $400 and they didn't get on all the rides. I'm like, man, it's like Astroworld, bro. Like it got to Astroworld prices. I'm like, hell nah. That's why Astroworld closed down. And now the fair is getting like that. It's just like they were showing pictures of like all the rides and hardly anyone was on it. Like a couple people here, a couple people there. No one's getting on those rides, man. $400 for a family of three to go to the state fair. Man, they crazy. Man, you would have to go by yourself just to budget. And that's even if that. You'd still be spending money, man. I'm telling you, man, these prices have gone insane. Like damn, about $20 just for food. $30. Like they're basically paying stadium prices. Like when I go to the Texans or Rockets games, it's like, you know, $30 for like chicken tenders and fries with a drink, with a souvenir drink. Because they'll charge you uh just $16 just for chicken tenders and fries. Then you get the souvenir drink, that's like $30. Then we forgot to mention parking. And parking ain't cheap. $20 the cheapest. If you're lucky, you'll get a good parking. You won't have to walk a mile for $20. But it goes up to like 40, $50 for parking. And so you're paying ticket cost, then you're paying for parking. Now you got to pay for food. You're damn near about at least over 100, maybe $150. Easily, just easy. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to sit there and pay those prices, bruh. I'll just chill at the house. Y'all can have it. I go watch Netflix for 18.99 a month or whatever the cost is, and I'm good. I got my ESPN app. I can watch all the sports or whatever at the house. I'm chilling. You know, people are going to start prioritizing around their spending habits, especially when it comes to like these high inflation costs. And it's like, well, fuck around and find out. You know, you keep charging people all these astronomical prices to go out. You're gonna fuck around. You're gonna find out. You know, you keep going, keep raising them. Because when nobody goes, you're gonna lose money. Cool, whatever. And as far as the state fair is concerned, I always wanted to go. You know, I was like, you know what, man, I might actually go this year. I didn't miss out on much. You know, something told me not to buy tickets or not to go to the state fair, even the county fair. Even the county fair out here is bad. Like no one's going. No one's going to the county fair. So I can only imagine the state fair. So I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna go to the county fair. I'm not gonna go to the state fair, bro. No, thank you. I think I'll take the Peyton Man route and pass. No, thank you. Man, I saw the news the other day, Marvin. They said a family, right? Spent like $300 at the county fair. $300. Bro, that is insane amount of money to be thinking that you're gonna spend $300 at the county. Bruh. And then here's the worst part. They didn't even get on all the rides. They still didn't even get on all the rides. I'm like, bro, how you didn't get on all the rides for $300? Man, that's just highway robbery. Highway robbery, man. Be charging those kind of prices, man. Concessions, parking, tickets, and you still can't even get on all the rides. Just imagine, bro, that you can't even get on all the rides. You just like, how did I not get on all the rides for $300? Man, I should have paid $100 and still got on all these damn rides. Man, that is insane. I'm probably not gonna go to the county fair now that I think about it. Like now that I think about this, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna go to the county fair. I'm gonna chill at the house. Chilling at the house seems better. I got Netflix, I got my ESPN app, I got my YouTube. I'm straight. You know, I go watch TV, watch some movies. Bro, I've been just binge watching horror movies on YouTube anyway. They've been coming out with a lot of independent films, what they call it. They got New Zealand now, man. They got this New Zealand, they got some badass movies they've been dropping, man. I've been watching a lot of their stuff, you know. And they got this one called Vampire Next Door. It's kind of like a little modern, cheesy 80s flick film, romance, comedy slash horror. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching it last night, and I enjoyed watching it. You know, and then I've been watching a lot of zombie films. You know, because I'm a zombie horror movie fanatic guy. That's me, and I've been watching a lot of zombie flicks. So I've just been you know, I have a cup of coffee or something, or you know, and just watch Netflix and chill, man. You know. And Halloween's gonna suck this year. Bro, I can already see it. It's gonna suck. The last time Halloween was decent, when COVID first came out, Halloween was good for like maybe the first 3 years. And even in 2023, I'll say it was good. So 2020, 21, 22, 23 was decent. 24 was okay. Well, no, last year it was okay. This year, it just completely sucks. It completely sucks, and we're not even anywhere near Halloween yet. And it already sucks. Like, I already know Halloween's gonna suck this year. I went to Walmart, like I said, I saw the bags of, like, the big bags of candy you used to pass out. Tell me why I see $24.95 for that bag. I said, you got to be freaking kidding me. I'm not paying no $25 for no bag of candy to pass out for Halloween, barely get any out. Hell nah. And then the kids are going to steal the whole thing? No, thank you. No, thank you. That bag won't even last 10 minutes. And you're going to charge me $25? You're going to charge me damn about $400 to pass out candy. Bruh, 400 bucks to pass out candy. But let that sink in. For Halloween. That say it's supposed to be for the kids. Hell yeah. But not for no damn no $400. Pass out candy for the kids. I think I'll pass. I'm not passing no $400 bags of no damn candy out. Hell no. That's the case, you might as well just hand them cash. I'm just saying. I mean, you might as well just hand them money if that's the damn case. For the prices that they're charging, bro. That is insane. Ain't that right, little pause? Ain't that insane, bro? That's insane, bro. $24 for a bag of candy to pass out for Halloween. And I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? I bet Halloween's gonna be good this year. Shit. It's gonna be worse than last year. Last year was pretty bad. I mean, it was okay, but I could already tell it was on. And you know when it's gonna be bad. And I'll tell you why. If you go to Walmart and look at their back, like what they have on the shelves, it's not much. Like I remember when I was first working there in 2020 to 2023, I remember they had lot of stuff. A lot of stuff from outfits to costumes to decorations, how you decorate your house, the front yard and all that stuff. Bro, you don't even see half of those items there. It's just completely those shelves are empty. Not I mean they do have a selection, but it's not as much. Yeah, Halloween's gonna suck this year. I'd say the only way you're gonna enjoy Halloween is most likely you're gonna have to go to an event or something that's Halloween themed, like maybe somewhere that's got a costume contest. A lot of these bars like to do that. A lot of these establishments they like to do a costume contest where you go there and dress up, and they'll like whoever has the best outfit, and then they'll do the votes. You know, you win this or you win that, or you go or your homeboy or homegirl's throwing a costume party, like a Halloween party, or you go to a haunted house. You know, where people try to scare you and all that type of stuff, and you walk through the house and all that. Unless you drive around and maybe take pictures, you drive around and take pictures, or just of people's like decorations they have set up. I did that one year. I think I did that back in I want to say 2022. I was driving around the area. I was driving in the neighborhood just spying on the neighbors, seeing what decorations they got set up. Man, some of them got some good creativity. And I said, you know what? I need to start decorating. So probably if you decorated your own house, just if you're free or not busy, and you want to decorate your own like front yard per se, just to make it look nice to celebrate the spirit of Halloween. Okay, that kind of makes sense. It's like, well, at least it gives you something to do. But then everybody thinks you're passing out candy, so they're gonna be at your house trying to knock on your damn door. This year, shit, I ain't passing out no damn candy. It's too damn expensive. $25 for a goddamn bag at Walmart. That is just insane. That is crazy, bro. Yeah, Brandon Rogers is crazy. Oh, Brandon Rogers, we got you in 2 weeks on Monday night. Football. So we got a bye this week, which Texans probably need that. And we're going to play you guys on Monday night football. I think we do play y'all on Monday night. Yeah, that's going to be a damn good game. Seahawks Texans in 2 weeks. We'll probably link up on the bet thing. I only did one bet this year with Athletic Dashy, or what they call Dashy Sports. I still have to pay his bet back of the eggs. I still got to bust eggs over my head, so I plan on doing that for Halloween. I told him, look, man, I'm gonna pay your bet back. Just wait. I said I'm gonna get you for Halloween. All right, got you. So I'm like, bet. I'm trying to do a mega live stream this Saturday for OU Texas game. I got 3 Sooners fans. I got 1 Longhorns fan that may join. And I'm trying to maybe fill up 8 people on the podcast to have like a nice discussion about college, NFL, NBA. I don't give a shit and watch the game. You know, because OU Texas game, this is bigger than the state fair, by the way. This is the go-to game to watch. Because we both hate each other. Yeah, man, $25 for a bag of candy, man. Hell, I ain't paying that shit. Yep, the stores never should have shut down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this economy is freaking fucked. It is. Excuse my French. I don't mean to sound like I'm, with the cursing, but this economy's screwed. Like it is horrible. This economy is terrible. It's barely standing on its last limb. That's the scariest part. Thinking about it, ain't it? Scariest part. But yeah, the Texas State Fair is like $2 million in debt. They're asking for a bailout. I'm like, bailout? You should never opened up. You know, you know, and the prices y'all are charging. Oh, absolutely not. There was a video that went viral, right, about this vendor, and he was going to vend at the Texas State Fair, right? The big one that's in the Cotton Bowl. That's where the Texas Fair was going to be at, I believe. I could be wrong, but that's where the State Fair is in Dallas, right? You got the county fair, but the State Fair is the mega one. You know, every state has their own kind of like Super Bowl location of where they do like the big giant fairs. Here I think it's in Dallas, right? That's where they have the State Fair. Uh, anyways, he said that they wanted $5,000 just from the vend there, and then they wanted 50% of everything he sold. And he's like, "Why am I going to pay y'all 50% of everything I sold, and then you want $5,000 up front?" No, hell no, I ain't fucking paying for that. And so all the vendors who went there this year, shit, they lost a ton of money. They lost an absolute fortune because you lose $5,000 up front, and then you're gonna lose half of whatever you sell. And let's say you don't sell that much. Well, shit, you're gonna get that shit cut in half because you got to pay them. And it's like, nah. Imagine that. Like, I feel bad for the vendors, and particularly, it's already bad enough they got to fork $5,000 over. That means they got to raise the cost of their food to make up for that $5,000. And if nobody's going to the fair, they lost a ton of money. They lost money. Yeah, so the fair lost, I think, $2 million so far, and they haven't even been open. Not even a week, 2 weeks. They've already lost $2 million, and then they still got to stay open till the end of October. They might as well shut that shit down. Ain't nobody gonna go up to that damn fair with the prices the way they are. I think people are starting to adjust with their wallets and deciding, what's more important for us. Is it is going to the fair, a luxury? Will you consider a luxury? Is it consider, should we go out and, go to these places now if they're just going to be too high? To say, nah, I think I'm going to do something else. I think I'm going to go use my money elsewhere and go enjoy it doing other things that I feel is way more important, that I can invest a little bit of money, like maybe going out and have a beer, maybe go out and, have a burger and fries or something somewhere. Is it, instead of me throwing $300 into this investment, I can invest 20, $30 in food and still have just a good time, and I could save the 170, 100, $250 and just still have a good time. Is riding on the rides that important? No. Is getting on the Ferris wheel that important? No. I remember one time I went on a date to the fair. It was probably back in 2018, 2017. Or 2018, I want to say, 2017. Went on a date to the fair. And it was cheap. Like, real cheap. I think total I spent like maybe $70. Like to do that now, like 300. The same thing I did, probably like 300, bro. It ain't worth it, man. It is not worth going to the fair for no 300 damn dollars. And then the people were saying that they didn't even get on all the rides because they still had to pay more for the tickets to get to those rides. So you're like, okay, parking, then you got to pay for food and, you know, tickets. It's not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it, man. Going to the fair, they lost all of their money. Yeah, those prices suck. Yeah, they do suck. Hell yeah. Man, I think Halloween's gonna be trash this year, bro. I can already see it. I was thinking about decorating my room. As you can see, I already got some stuff on here from last year. At most, I'm probably just gonna decorate my room for Halloween and maybe do a live stream for Halloween night. Just kind of let everybody see what I did. I'm gonna add some new stuff, keep some of the old stuff, and tweak it a little, and then probably do a stream for it to let y'all see my my Halloween setup. I think that's the best we're gonna get out of Halloween now. I think the days of trick or treating are soon gonna come to an end. If people don't already do them, or I think what trick or treating will be is I think they're probably gonna have it like conducive to one little confined neighborhood. So in other words, there may be like two streets passing out candy and that's it. There may be like a special place you have to go to just to trick or treat, and it's just gonna be for maybe an hour or 30 minutes or something to grab you a little bit of candy and go, take a little and go. Yeah, that tradition of Halloween is slowly going away. It's going to be something more, of decoration inside of your room, or you're going to an event where they're hosting something, a costume party. Other than that, yeah, Halloween's going to die. Halloween's like the tradition of going door to door. I was blessed enough when I was a kid, I was able to go trick or treating, and everybody passed out candy. I had a neighbor down the street used to pass out big giant bars of Snickers. I'm talking about the big giant candy bars, not the little fun size. I'm talking about the giant ones. And she would pass them out, pass them out, pass them out. I'm like, oh my god. Imagine getting a big giant piece of Snickers and that, you know. And I would go door to door to door. I'm talking about I had giant trash bags full of candy, bro. Just giant trash bags. Me and all my friends, man. We go trick or treating, man, and just get giant trash bags of candy. You come home and you have to separate the candy, man. Those days are gone. That's gonna suck. I was blessed enough to go trick or treating. I got to experience it, and it was just the funnest thing ever. Funnest thing ever was trick or treating. Like I said, my neighbor lived down the street. I still know the house where they live. And they used to hand out big, giant candy bars. Huge shit. Now, no one's going to be able to afford to pass out candy anymore. So it's going to be limited as to what they pass out now. You're going to have to cherry pick. Maybe two houses on this street may do it. Maybe a house on this street. That's a lot of walking for just maybe a quarter of your bag full of that. To me, it's definitely not worth it. You're better off just buying your own, just sitting at the house and chilling and watching Halloween or something, or Nightmare on Elm Street or some shit like that. That's probably your best bet. But yeah, prices are too high. Fuck that. Fuck.